Let your future self walk towards you. Watch this person approach, bringing you all the wisdom you need for the year ahead. You're not here for the same old, same old. You're not here for just tips. You're here because something in you knows it's time to change. Not just how you lead, but how you live. I'm Janet Ioli, and this is The Inner Edge, a podcast about leadership, self-mastery, resilience, and reinvention for a new world era. Real life, whole self, let's go there. Welcome to The Inner Edge. Hello, and welcome back to The Inner Edge. You know, we're in a season where everyone I talk to is talking about creating a vision board. You know, those boards, you've probably done this, where you cut out pictures, you glue them to a poster board, and you're looking at, what you're trying to manifest. And you glue goals, and you flip through magazines, and you find the perfect pictures for what you're visioning for the year ahead. And I've done these. There's nothing wrong with vision boards. I like them. But today, I want to take you to something far more powerful that you might want to try for this new year. Because the kind of transformation you and I talk about on The Inner Edge doesn't happen just on paper. It happens inside of ourselves, and it happens in our identity. It happens in the mind. It happens in the internal image you hold inside your head, not just on a piece of paper that you look at, of the person you are becoming. It's almost like a still picture in your mind that you see constantly. So today, instead of talking about creating a vision board, you and I are going to create what I call a mind vision. A mind vision is an internal picture. It's yours. It's completely yours. It's a private picture that you hold in your mind as if it's already true. It becomes the compass that you live by. It shapes your decisions, your energy, your habits, and your whole presence. And you start to embody this, not only through your mind, but throughout your whole body. You don't chase it, you grow into it because it's there in your mind. And by the end of today's episode, you'll have a clear mental image of your future self, the one you're stepping into this year, and a way for you to carry it with you every single day. Now, most vision boards, and here's the difference, because you'll say, oh, well, what's the difference? I'm going to put the picture in my mind, or I'm going to make the picture. I could look at it. It's the same thing. And you can go ahead and make a vision board too. So this isn't to replace it. But vision boards focus on outcomes, the house you want, the body you want usually, the vacation, the bank account, the boat, the title, the clothes. But transformation, true, real internal transformation, doesn't begin with outcomes. Those are things that you want to attract. It begins with transforming your own personal identity. And I think that's different. You don't create a new future by wishing for things or manifesting things. You create a new future by becoming the person who naturally lives in that future and attracts those things. So it's different. It really is. It's not subtle. It's a big difference. A vision board to me says, I want that. And that's good. But a mind vision says, I am becoming and I am this person who lives this way. It's a big difference. And that difference changes everything. There's a psychological principle, sometimes called the future self effect, that shows when you can picture your future self clearly, you start making choices that align with that version of you without forcing it. So you're picturing this person that you are, and so the choices you're making align with that person. When you hold a vivid image of your future identity in your mind, your brain begins to believe that, and it closes the gap. Your habits start to shift because those choices are becoming habits. And seriously, what you do is you stop self-sabotaging yourself, or at least as much, because I think we all self-sabotage ourselves. And you start to think about your decisions more intentionally because you're holding this future version of yourself as your standard. And your confidence strengthens, and your nervous system adapts to what you're creating. This isn't magic. It's not manifestation magic. It really is neuroscience. Your mind gravitates towards the identity you rehearse. So what you believe is what you become. And who you are is what you believe, or what you believe you are. So now what you're doing is you're creating another vision in your head. Before we begin, you don't need anything, just a few minutes, wherever you are. You just need your imagination and a willingness to be honest with yourself. And please, I know for those of us who are like, uh-oh, what is this? It's not about perfection. It's not achieving an ideal. This is just about learning to listen to the deeper part of you, the part of you that already knows who you're here to become and who you want to become. So if you're in the car, don't do this. Listen to this later. But if you're able, sit comfortably, place your feet on the floor, relax your shoulders, and let your breath soften. So what I want you to do first, okay, so we're just going to walk through this quick mind vision exercise. Come into your breath. Take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale gently. Let your body settle and your mind quiet just enough to hear the whisper beneath the noise. While you're there, picture yourself 12 months from now. Not in a fantasy life, not on a yacht. Picture the real you, the you who has grown, softened, matured, strengthened, healed, and expanded. See yourself standing somewhere that has meaning to you, anywhere. Notice the details of your future self. What is different about you? Your posture, your expression, your energy, your confidence. Zoom into that and let that image become more pronounced. Now ask your future self a question. What did this version of yourself stop doing this year? What did they start doing? What did they say yes to? And what did they have to release in order to do that? Okay, next, notice how this future self takes care of themselves. How do they move through a room? How do they make decisions? How do they handle conflict? What do they eat? How do they take care of themselves? See this clearly. Okay, now let your future self walk towards you. Watch this person approach, bringing you all the wisdom you need for the year ahead. Keep that walking towards you and let that future self merge into you, like they're walking into you. Imagine that their posture, their calm, their clarity is now becoming you. It's becoming yours because you're one. You don't have to be this. You are this. You inhabit it. Okay? Now, if you had your eyes closed, open them. A mind vision is not about forcing change. It's about deepening into the identity that feels true to you. So when you hold this image, this merged image daily, even for 10 seconds of this posture, of all of the things that we just talked about, this future version of yourself, which is now the present, say no to the things that drain you. You set boundaries with more ease and begin to design your day around your future, not your past. Holding this vision helps your life start catching up to your true identity, this identity. So here's how to use this mind vision now every day to practice this going forward for this year. Revisit this image every morning. That image of yourself that you had merging into yourself, what you were like, even if it's just for 20 seconds. And ask yourself in every moment, what would that future self do in this moment when you're ready to make a decision? When old patterns or anxieties start to show up for you in this year, remind yourself, this belongs to the past. This belongs to an older version of me. This is no longer me. And let your decisions become easier by letting this future self guide them. I know this sounds weird, but if you start thinking, this is the person that's making the decision, not my past self, your mind will start to embrace this new identity. And then celebrate moments where you are acting in alignment with this vision. So that was it. I just wanted to walk you through that instead of doing a vision board. Well, in addition to doing a vision board, if you're doing one, try this mind vision. It is incredibly powerful because you have inside of you this new self rather than the past self that you're trying to outgrow. And you don't become your future self by just wanting it or setting goals. You become your future self by remembering who you are capable of being and creating a vision of what that looks like. When your image lives clearly in your mind, your life rearranges itself around that new truth. So this year, I'm going to challenge you, hold that image gently, but consistently. Return to it when you feel lost or doubtful. That future self is not far away. It's already in you. It's already within you, waiting to be lived into. So what I would say to you as the beginning of this year starts, this is your year of becoming. And this that you created today, this mind vision, is part of your inner edge.